Chip here with the XRP Minute. Thank you, peeps, for joining. Thank you, thank you. Hey, man, so we got some special guests in here tonight. All of you, every one of you is special. And Crypto Eddie's in here. We have backup Brad Kimes in the house. And my gosh, we have everyone. James Malpass is here. Holy cow, this is incredible. Incredible, Matt Richter. Let me run it down here. Let me get the spectacles on. The green specs tonight, guys. Wearing the green specs. But let's run it down. Who do we have in here? We have Holder Report. Jeff from Holder Report. Big Ben Sedano. We've got Annalise George, who's one of the biggest supporters. I'm telling you, man. So much support. It's amazing. XRP Carolina's always in here. Alex Yeet, who's also cranks out those logos. We've got, who else? Big John's in here. He made it. We've got Bedone. We got Jason R. Johnny Bull XRP. Matt LaRoche. Who else? Danny Torres, also another huge supporter in here. Auburn Rain, my brother, Auburn Rain. Let me do my Rain impression. Rain here. That's it. That's the impression. It's a short one. It's just like, hey, Rain here. I love that. And I'm keep telling him he's got to change his name to Rain. Just Rain. I mean, okay, the Auburn part, I don't get it. I mean, Auburn hair, Auburn, maybe, I don't know what that means, but I think we've got to go with the whole just Rain. That's what we got to do. Who else is in here? If I don't get to you guys, and Tina Hall, she said she wasn't going to have time to join. She had something very busy to do tonight. She was going to alphabetize her canned goods in order. She was going to clean the garage, something like that. But she ended up doing, I don't know, she's here. I think she's here. Crypto Justin's in the house. Who did I miss? My gosh, Anthony Jackson. Oh my God, Anthony Jackson, AJ Anthony Jackson. This guy makes me laugh so much, man. He's just quick on the spot. He makes me laugh, and I love that. So, guys, so the big news today, I got to say, earlier in the CKJ stream, and also the Zoo stream too, which was a fun one tonight. What are all my glasses? My glasses are all kind of weird tonight. But CK Joe showed a lot of love. He had this idea. He's like, hey, Chip, one of his live streams, he's like, hey, Chip, you live in Florida. There's palm trees. Why don't you just go out and why don't you just get out there in the neighborhood and just do like a video, like go to South Beach or do some cool video. And so, I had to go to jury duty today up in West Palm Beach. Started walking down to the water because I had a 2-hour break, and I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna walk down, and all of a sudden I heard CKJ's voice in the back of my head. Hey, do the video. So I took the video out. I go, this is gonna be perfect for live streaming, right? And of course, with 400 subs, yeah, I'm like all excited. I got the phone out. I'm hanging out. I'm doing the phone. Let's do live stream. Oh no, new rule with YouTube. Got to have 1,000 subs. And I'm not there yet, guys. I'm not there, but we're going to get there together. We're going to do this together. We're going to get to the 1,000 subs. So I'm sitting there, I'm doing my thing, and I'm just kind of like showing the sights. And I remember Pepe, doing his Australian tour. And I'm thinking, a little inspiration. I started thinking back to that. Hey, there's this building, this old building, this ancient building here from maybe 50 or 60 years ago. Yeah, it's the U.S. They're not that old. It's a young sort of a place. And I started looking around and, hey, there's a music place. And I'm like, I don't know where this is going. Keep it going. And then I stumbled by a crypto cafe. And that's when the fun really started. Turns out, I guess it opened on Wednesday last week. But I didn't know exactly when it started. But I was like, hey, what crypto cafe? Let me just bounce in here. And wow, did the stuff go on. Let's just jump to this real quick. So, yeah, here we go. So this is it. So this is the video that I posted. And it was one of these videos. It's just, sometimes you roll video and you don't really know what's going to happen. You don't know how it's going to go. You don't know who's going to, I realized when I was halfway through the video, I was also looking for a place to eat lunch, and I start conversing with one of the people at the Italian restaurant, asking questions, realizing, hey man, you're videoing this. I mean, is this important? Do people care? Do people care about this? I don't know if they care about it, but here I am doing my thing, walking along, doing my thing. And I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. And then I started realizing, okay, we got to at least find out what it is. When I went into the crypto cafe, so I go inside there, I go and head in the crypto cafe, and that's when the fireworks, sort of sort of went off. Let me go to this next shot right here. So you guys can watch the video, but I'm not going to play it. I mean, it's ridiculous for me to play it, but I go in there. I'm like, hey, crypto. Hey, can I get some crypto here? And then he's like, yeah. I said, I hope. He said, what do you have? And he says, well, anything we can, really BTC, but anything we can dump, something to that effect. And he goes, no, no, no. I said, what about XRP? He goes, come here, right around the corner. I think he's going to take me around and show me a kiosk somewhere I can purchase XRP. And he shows me this Ripple wallet in the garbage, please. Okay. Later, I had to correct him, saying at least get your terminology right, man. If you're gonna say it, it's an XRP wallet. And later, the second guy I interviewed, while I was interviewing, I think his name was Rick, while we were going back and forth, the guy in the background, the last guy that I interviewed, was actually saying he was like this with his head. Like he was like all into like what I was saying. He was like kept doing this, and then he was like, so I knew I had to like get over to him and interview him. But that was kind of a fun little thing. We're going back and forth, but I was like, this is not fun. And later when I said to him, he goes, not a lot of people. We kind of did that as a spoof, but not a lot of people pick up on that it should say XRP. And I'm like, well, of course. Come on, man. We're the XRP community, man. We know about our best stable coin, right? The best digital asset out there. We know about it. AJ, the biggest rat bag. Had to read that one. Annalise calling out Anthony Jackson. So yeah, we had to go through it, and it's a fun little video. It kind of turned into something a little bit better than I thought. And I went back to the courthouse and then uploaded it, did a little bit of video editing, shot this whole thing on my phone, which was a lot of fun. And I see DNI's here now. He wears his XRP jersey to the Bitcoin Cafe. Do another visit. Yeah, I bet that sparks a nice little conversation. Johnny Bull XRP says, "Wow, you have to go back there in a few years, drop them an XRP or two." Yeah, maybe if I'm feeling feeling good about it. Yeah, it was funny because somebody else commented on the video too, another local saying, "Oh yeah, I know about that place. I have to go check that out. I think I'm gonna go and give that guy some, have a conversation with him, So all of a sudden, the XRP army is like heading up to the West Palm Beach Crypto Cafe. But I love the idea, I probably should have purchased something there, but I was kind of running late on. And then I was wondering if I was going to get back to the courthouse on time. So, hey Bob, money bag, what is he saying? Mouse, what is that? You're doing cryptographics. What is that? A mouse and a purse? What is it? What are we saying there? I don't even know what that means. Oh, a rat bag. Hello, rat bag. I got it. See, rat and bag. XRP Connie is here. Who else do we got in the house? Right on Auburn Rain. Yeah. So yeah, it was a little bit of fun thing that we did today. I enjoyed it. And enjoyed the love, both on the CKJ and also on the zoo was pretty good too. But sometimes you got to go out into the wilderness. You got to get out from behind the computer. Yeah, I'm safe in my office. We're hanging out together. We're a big family, big group hug. We do the big group hug here. But sometimes you get out, and I was a little bit concerned because people are looking at me. When you're walking down the street and you're like, got the phone up, you look like one of those guys or one of those gals, one of those. You're sitting there like this and you're talking, and then people kind of like walk by you. They kind of give you that weird look. Sometimes they give you that little head shake. So you feel kind of dumb doing it. But so what? You just got to get out there and do it, I even thought about, do I stop some people and talk to them about, have you heard of Bitcoin? This whole thing. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. I just want to give kind of a little bit of a slice of life, a day in the life. I think DNI started calling it slice in the life. Was that something you said, DNI? Yeah. Hey, Brad Kimes, thank you. You bounced, but yeah, man, thank you, bro. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the support, brother. Thanks for stopping in, saying hi. Say hi to Miss Backup, Mrs. Backup, I should say. Yeah, say hi to her. Yeah, appreciate it, brother. So Dan Ski, I don't know if I mentioned Dan Ski in the house. So you really never know how these things are going to go. But anyway, I probably should have put the link down in the comments. I probably will link it later, but just go to my Twitter feed. You can kind of see it. I wanted to talk about some other things. Usually Tuesdays we do tech. I'm doing a little bit of tech tonight. I'm going to kind of jump around a little bit. A lot of cool news going on today. Yeah, slice of life in Thailand. Yeah, I stole that from you proper, DNI. I took it. I grabbed it. I pulled it in because all of a sudden I start rolling. I'm like, hey, slice of life. And in the back of my head, I heard DNI's voice, slice of life from Thailand. right? So I was like, and then so when I was gonna title the video, my thumbnail actually says a day in the life because that's the Beatles, man. And I'm like, of course, I'll rip off the Beatles too. A little bit of D&I over here, a little Beatle guys over here, and that's fine. Hey, what's up, David, from another Ripple Effect, man. Bro, those I gotta go check. I saw some stuff with your I think you sold some stuff that watch. I think you finally sold that watch. Did I see that was 1700? You got rid of that watch? My brother's in the stream. He's a watch guy, my little brother. I think he popped in. I don't know if he's still here. He may be listening in the background. Patrick Chip, my little bro. I think he's still here. He'll chime in if he's still here, but yeah, he's a watch guy. So he watches all these watch YouTubers, and consequently, I've gotten into watching a few of them myself. I gotta tell you, man, some of them are pretty funny, some are pretty serious. It's just like anything else, any other niche or niche, as we say here. I think niche is like the more in way to say it, but I think a lot of times we say niche, as a niche or a niche inside of a niche or vice versa. So anyway, I wanted to get in a little bit Anthony Jackson. If you have not hit those thumbs up yet, please take the time. Yeah, guys, that does help. When you click on that, it does help when you click on those. I know. Patrick Chip. Hey, little Chip. Yeah, he's in the house. I don't know. He's kind of quiet. I think he's in the background looking at his watch collection. He's studying them, looking at them all. They all look the same to me, but they have different value, and he's counting them and looking through them. What's up, Hodel? Jeff from Hodel. Yeah, we talked right before this stream. So yeah, we always we talk a lot. So it's cool, and talking to Rain too, chatting with Rain before the stream. Let's get into it, guys. What is going on in the crypto world here today? So yeah, look at that. The Ripple wallet in the garbage, please. You know what? I might have to go up there with some paint. We might have to fix that. I don't like that. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. So let's jump over here. So I saw this today. ZenPay. We partnered with Ripple to make your money transfers to friends and family back home in Malaysia faster, easier, and more secure. Find out more. I gotta tell you, there's something about this site that I fell in love with. The imagery, the design, the front end stuff. I'm a front end design guy. I love front end design work. And I've got to tell you, man, I took a look at the site right here, and I just think it's beautiful. I don't know if it's the colors. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's just such a clean, beautiful looking site, man. I love this, I love this kind of tint and blue, and they've got this, it's just very clean and easy to use. It's really good. You can get started right here. But I like what these guys are doing, the whole name, everything. So yeah, what do we say? What do we always say what's happening? And I don't know if Crypto Eddie's still in here, but man, Asia is just lighting it up. Japan is showing us the way, right? They're like lighting the candle, but I don't even think Japan's lighting a candle. They're lighting a giant torch and saying, hey, come this way, follow us, and you'll learn. We'll learn as we go along together. So when I see what's happening in Asia, I see, just they're lighting it up, man. There's so much good news coming out here. You can't even keep up with it. It's just phenomenal, man. I mean, I get excited about this stuff, but anyway, this is great. We're not going to set up an account now, but anyway, I just wanted to show you that. Just go follow these guys. Probably some other good news coming out here. I thought there was a funny comment here. Don't know. Yeah, okay, so a lot of people talking about XRP here. Papa Doc is loving the prices. Papa Doc's hoping they go to $4 for $1. 4 for $1. That's what he's hoping for. I'm kind of secretly hoping for it myself. I'm like, you know what, man? We've got lots of time. We got a lot of time to wait. I'm okay if it's going to sit there for a little bit. I mean, I'm not getting worried. Let's look at this, guys. So this was kind of fun. I saw this one. So BTC, ETH, XRP, and LTC. So check this out. So we actually made a French TV show, and I think this is the one they have basically the same concept, but look what they did. Bitcoin, Ether, okay, Ethereum, okay, you got Litecoin and Ripple, right? Ooh, classic mistake. What do we have to do to train people? They just can't, and I think really, I started thinking about this, like what is going on? I mean, we saw it over here. Look at this. We saw this right here, Ripple wallet, right? I think what's throwing people off is this is what people are used to seeing. This is, this little, what do you call it? I don't know, doodad, this logo here. For Ripple, people are confusing it with XRP. So it almost, I kind of see where people could go wrong, that maybe they're not educated on the fact. But look, they kind of blew this. This is supposed to be Ethereum, right? I don't know why they did. They probably did this because they weren't able to take the frame from the shot. But there you go. There's a better picture of it. You can watch it in French. I don't speak French. I don't claim to speak French. I know a little bit of Spanish. I understand Spanish. But anyway, it's called Total Le Monde, which Von Paré, I can't even say that, man. Why are you even trying? So they're asked the good-natured tease in front of a lookalike, which cryptocurrency invented in 2008 is the most used one in the world, with the answers being Bitcoin, Ether, Ethereum, Ripple, and Litecoin. Whether or not the participant who looked like Garlinghouse was a coincidence or not, we don't know. But earlier this year, China promoted. So yeah, I mean, you really got to be like living in an alleyway somewhere, like under a bridge, to not know that. I mean, who does? Talk about a softball questions like, let me throw you a bone, and the guy's freaking out. He doesn't know. He's like, I don't know, man. I don't know what you're talking about here. He has no clue. Yeah, Matt LaRoche says Malaysia's really opening up. 100,000 sent the other day from Australia to Malaysia. Comdex, Cosmos, Tendermint, Kava, Coil, Ripple, so many rails within rails. Yeah, man, good astute observation there, Matt. And you're absolutely right. It's just incredible what's happening. You almost can't, we almost kind of take it for granted now that the news is so good every day. I mean, we're almost kind of like, well, yeah, we expect 40,000 news articles and we expect Asia to be lighting it up. Just wait till India gets in the game, right? Yeah, and so David from another Ripple Effect says the reason people stopped calling XRP Ripple in the first place was because of Ripple. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Miyagi here. Hey, Miyagi. I don't think I called you out. But anyway, it's funny. Why does he look like Brad Garlinghouse? Well, he's got a beard and he's a white guy. So there you go. But it was a fun little deal there. He's just freaking out. He's like, I lose this and I'm done. Moving right along here, what else we have? Okay, so I saw this one, because we had the big XRP BTC showdown today. Mining firm Hut 8 announces a $136 million loss in 2018. What? How much? 136 million? Well, they could have taken some of that money. They could have pumped it into X. They could have pumped it in almost any coin at this point, right? So Canadian mining firm Hut 8 Mining has published its financial statements and results for 2018. They announced a net comprehensive loss, net comprehensive, right? And it's not gross. So the gross is probably much higher if you think about it. Added to the list of companies negatively affected by the best market in a press release on May 8, 2018. In the announcement, Hut 8 gave investors financial data. I mean, if you're talking to investors and you lost $136 million, that's not good. The company had a 136.6 million comprehensive loss owing to a write-down of equipment due to swift increases in wear and tear. That sounds like a little bit of a stretch to me. I don't know if the investors are going to buy that one. Well, look, man, it's the computers, a little wear and tear, a little nick and a scratch over here. It seems a little bit odd. In Q1, the company raised 70 million worth of equity from various investors in public market, as well as raising debt from 16 million private loan offering from Galaxy Digital, who recently announced the loss for 2018. But anyway, this is it's always interesting to see stuff like this. Thought I'd just throw that in there, throw a little bone. Jeff, is that Jeff? Jeff O, is that Jeff O? Jeff 07? What is it? Jeff 07. Yeah, who else is in here? Letra Highway. Hey, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Beta versions of XRP were given official names, but XRP has always been called XRP. And if you guys know what XRP stands for, I think, I know it's been explained before, kind of escapes me. I think RP was the Ripple and the X stood for, I guess, global, right? As in no country, something like that. I think that's the way this story goes. Hey, Simi.G, what up, XR peeps? I like the way you put that together. Simi.G. Yeah, the alpha version was called Newcoin, right? That's how they launched XNS, and the beta version was called Ripple Credits, XRC, but XRP was never given a name. Okay, man, that's what I love about this community, man. Educated, spot on, contributing in the chats. I love it, man. No world currency, that's what it was. Simi.G, no world currency, right? Cross-border remittance payment. Yeah, right on. So what else we got here? What else? What do we have here? Yeah, so FinCEN clarifies money transmission regulations pertaining to dApps. So the United States Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, that's better known as FinCEN, has issued new guidance that contains its financial regulation policies concerning decentralized application dApps on May 9th. In the introduction of the guide, FinCEN notes the guide serves to clarify and provide examples to make compliance easier for entities whose activities fall into the purview of the Bank Secrecy Act, or better known as BSA, right? We all knew that. Accordingly, when dApps will perform money transmission, the definition of money transmitter will apply to the dApp, the owners/operators of the dApp, or both. Thus, any dApp involved in money transmission is subject to the BSA. So another interesting one here. Last month, let's see, FinCEN, they took action against Eric Powers, who'd been fined $35,000. FinCEN concluded that Powers was willfully violating money transmission laws in his work as a peer-to-peer exchanger of virtual currency and debarred him from any other money services business operations. So yeah, you don't want to mess around with FinCEN. You know, FinCEN gets a hold of you, it's not a good day, not at all. Okay, so I think you guys follow DR too. DR puts out a really amazing newsletter. I love their classic look. Everything's in, it's all like black and white. Like literally, they don't really use any color in their newsletter, but they found that the Ethereum volumes on dApps were at an all-time high last month per DR in April 2019, 776,000 ETH, or 130,592,000 was transacted. That's a lot of money. Think about that. That's a lot of money. I mean, dApps haven't been around that long to be transmitting that kind of money. BZ Comedy Channel, super great video, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. That was a lot of fun. It was one of those weird oddities, man. It just kind of like just popped up. Ben said, I don't know. Yeah, extreme rapid payment. Right on, XRapid. So XRP and the distributed ledger technology are most likely controlled or run by the Ripple team. Who does the software updates and who fixes the bugs? Who developed the platform? What else do we have here? What else do we have here? If I'm wrong, I'll be called. If I'm wrong, I don't mind being called out. Yeah, so anyone want to respond to that? Matt says, I wonder how much of the document information / framework was corresponded to Ripple 2015 through 2018. Yeah, Ripple used to refer to XRP as Ripples until 2016, so it's kind of an unofficial name. So yeah, you're right. That name kind of stuck, but I mean, we've had enough. There's been enough stuff going on out there. It seems like, and I know a lot of these publications, you know, English isn't their first language, and sometimes we find some typos or whatever in there, some grammar issues, but they always call it the Ripple or, you know, something along those lines like that, right? So yeah, thanks BZ Comedy. Listen, I gotta say about the video earlier, look, he was being an awesome sport. I mean, I went in there, generally I would ask permission, hey, do you mind if I put this on? I just started rolling with it, and he was a good sport. He was cool about it, and I gotta say, give him some love. And you know what? I didn't grab it, but at the end I showed the gave me one of those little Bitcoins, the ones that have the logo on it. Gave me the old handshake with it in there. I was like, what's this? I felt something buzz around in my hand. So, he was a good sport about it. And he was having fun. So I thought that was pretty cool. So what else we got here? So this is, you guys know I'm a privacy guy. I'm always talking about privacy. Guard your privacy. Get your money off, your coins off the exchange, your private keys off the exchanges. And I saw Sundar Pichai said that Google's committed to protect users' privacy. I was like, what is this? Is this for real? When did this happen? Did this happen like just? I mean, I'm like, is this for real? I mean, seriously? Since when are they committed to privacy? I mean, they're selling their stuff left and right. So is he saying that in Gmail, if I tag out a couple, let's say I'm sending, my brother Anthony Jackson an email, and I'm like, hey, Anthony Jackson, what's up, man? You golf, and I throw some things in there, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, I get hit with ads for golf and this and that. Are you saying that they're going to now guard against that? How are they going to guard our privacy? So at a time when people are becoming increasingly interested in knowing how social media platforms and other firms handle this personal data, Google CEO Sundar Pichai has revealed that through the search engine giant uses people's data to give them the best experience. Oh, the best experience. The best experience. Here's how you give me a best experience. Based on what people search for, based on other things. So, again, so it starts falling under the thing about the best experience. It's all for you. Do you ever see like, you remember like you get a plastic bottle. I remember the bottles, I usually have one here, plastic bottle you drink water out of. Well, they started doing this thing where they would take the caps, and the caps got, I mean, at least in the States here, the caps started getting so small that you almost couldn't get them off there. And they were always in, well, we're doing this for the environment. We just care about the environment. I'm happy about it. It's great that they're making them smaller, but let's be real. Let's be candid here. You're doing it to save money. You're making it so thin that you're going to charge the same rate. They're never worried about that. They care about the environment. They don't care about the consumer. They're like, hey, we were able to shave some price off, what the container is, and so guess what? We pass that on. They never quite do that. So they always phrase things around, we're doing it for you. We care about you. We love you. We want the best possible experience. Here is my experience. Please have it. This is what they like to do. So here we go, creating a balance. So Pinchai said, for everyone is a core philosophy for Google. It's built into our mission to develop products that are universally acceptable and useful. Is that like the biggest? Can you put more buzzwords in there? That's what we just talked about. Universally acceptable, developing products, core philosophies. This is written like, a mission statement about, hey, King Blue, what's up? Everyone say a big hello to Big O King Blue, who's one of the biggest guys in the XRP world, man, leading the troops, raising. King, what are we up to? What are we up to, KB, for right now in the XRP community? How much money has been raised for St. Jude? Just give us the new total. I haven't seen the new one in a day or two. And I know there's been some nice contributions recently. So if you guys don't know King Blue, please go follow him because we're doing some good work in the community. He runs the Good Souls group. I am a member of the Good Souls group, and I love the people and what they're doing in that group. So I have to say, just a little sidetrack there. I wanted to go almost 72,000. This is insane. So KB, I know the goal that you started out with and that you are prearranged was a $1 million. What is the sell price right now? I mean, I probably could do the math on a calculator, but what's the sell price right now on the 72,000 to hit that 1 million mark? Because it keeps coming down. It was like 14, is it like 1380, 1375? Are we somewhere in that range? So that's coming down and down. Yeah, that's right, epic, guys. And I know I talk a lot about giving back and doing stuff, and soon I'm working on a website right now, guys, and I'll hopefully get it to a place where we can let it go. But one of the things that's going to be on this website is going to be we're going to be showing the charities, right? Because this is a giving community. So I want you guys to know, I don't want there to be any worry. So I'm going to be putting on our website. Here's what it's going to have. It's going to have the streaming schedule of when we stream, right? When the live streams. You kind of worked out a schedule. Like, for example, CKJ will go on at 7, Brad Kimes at 8, then at 9, Digital Nomad Investor. I stream at 10 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The Holder Report does Mondays and Wednesdays. Auburn Rain, or you better know him as Rain. Rain does Friday night slot, and also on Saturday mornings at 8, which is a real chill, awesome, get into the meat, have your coffee. Hodl Report does an awesome 8 a.m. stream. So that's also pretty cool. 1391. Wow, it's pretty close. My math is bad though, KB. It's bad. Yeah, so that's awesome, man. So it's amazing that we're coming so close to that as it keeps going up. So yeah, well done. So what it's gonna have this website, you're gonna be able to meet the creators. So what I've been doing is going through and kind of reaching out to the community, bringing people in. You're gonna learn a little bit about them. You're gonna be able to go out to their channel. You're gonna see where everybody is on Twitter. You're gonna be able to see the stream report, some other information. With regarding like who are making the swag, the Crypto Man, the CKJ with the shirts, DNI with the jerseys. So I'm gonna have links so you guys don't have to wonder where is all the stuff. We're making one central community site to put it out there so that we can find all this amazing stuff. All the charities will be featured there, right? Why? Because you're like, hey, you know what? I might want to donate to, the whole idea when KB started the whole thing with St. Jude was micro payments. The greatest thing about XRP. So did you guys know on the Tipbot you can set a recurring payment? You guys can actually set a recurring payment to be able to say, hey, I want to do 1 XRP a month. or I want to do 2 XRP a month, whatever it may be. But you guys can do that. It's not about, do I have to have a lot or big? It could be half. It could be 0.589. It doesn't really matter. The main thing is whatever you want to do, because this all adds up. Not, sometimes, hey, Jay Twinator, how are you, man? Good to see you. So it all sort of adds up, and that's what we're going to do. So anyway, this site will be rolling out. I will probably debut it on the site. On this stream here. Maybe next week. We'll see what happens. Where are we at time-wise? We're right at the 10:34 mark. And yeah, December we needed $44, so we have come a long way. That's incredible. Pretty much, yeah, that's insane. What else do we have here? Yeah, great idea. XRP Charity Warehouse. Yeah, well, it's going to be everything. It's really what I'm attempting to do here. And guys, once we put this out there, I know you will have feedback. You will say, hey, this is missing, or hey, Chip, how come you didn't do this? And that's where it's really going to fly. And my little daughter is sleeping. She's snuck in here. What do you need, kid? What do you need? Oh yeah, don't worry about that. I'll take care of that. I'll take care of it. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, guys, I was supposed to print some files. My daughter's running for class president, and she did these cool flyers, and I was supposed to print them. Got a little bit sidetracked. You know how that happens sometimes, guys? That will happen sometimes. But let me see if I can. Yeah, I was supposed to print these flyers up. I got to see where they are. Yeah, she sent me it in an email somewhere, but we'll get into it. What else do we have here? Yeah, so XRP Carolina. So I'm going to count on you, the XRP community, to find out what's missing, what's wrong, a link's not working, we're going to do this together. We're going to figure it out. And it started off as like we started talking about, and I think it was really digital nomad investors started organizing the streaming times. Like, hey, let's have time so we can figure this out, almost like a TV station. And then I said, hey, I'm going to put a website up. Well, then that really kind of, hey, notorious, notorious. It always comes into my head every time I see that. And, I always appreciate those medals too, man. Look at that, XRP Carolina lighting it up with some fire right there. They're nice. So I always appreciate, the community just because you guys are so awesome. And when you figure out what it is that is missing from the site, it'll probably be a barrage. I'm going to put a form on there. You can just send stuff over, and eventually I'll get to it. Like maybe, God forbid, I left off a really important XRP streamer, or, and it's not intentional. I'm not doing it but, when you're doing everything yourself, sometimes you miss stuff, you miss something, right? And that's bound to happen. That's why I'm going to rely heavily on you. So that's what we got to do together. We'll build it together. So anyway, when I see stuff like this, it's just a lot of gobbledygook, and our mission compels us to approach privacy in the same way. For us, that means privacy cannot be a luxury good offered to those who can afford. What is this saying? I don't even know what this means anymore. I gotta get off this. I don't even know what it is anymore. What is it saying? So here's this. Now, usually every stream I will feature some interesting news on the blockchain. Why? Because there's a lot of venture capital money being dumped into the space. What that means is that, I've said it before, that a rising tide floats all boats, right? So us in the blockchain, the crypto community, is one of the greatest things. So a blockchain startup received $6 million in funding from major oil firms, including Aramco. Did I say that right? Yeah, Houston-based blockchain startup Data Gumbo Corp raised $6 million in funding. World Oil writes that Saudi's Aramco and Equinor Technology Ventures co-leading the Series A raise, I should say. So it's always pretty cool. So we've enabled the first application of blockchain technology in the offshore drilling industry. We'll continue to break new ground with applications of BAS to improve the bottom line of companies of all sizes. So I just wanted to mention that, but I always see all these cool articles of this money just flowing into this space. It's so cool. Here's another cool thing I saw, which, we always talk about the Nano. So this is a cool review on the Nano X. This is by Blocknami here. So basically what they do is they sort of give it an overview, and I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but is anybody there? Do you have the Nano X? Do you have one of these? Because I've got the Nano S, but anybody using this particular one? Because I'm kind of curious what your thought is. Like, What do you think? I mean, they've obviously improved the user experience. It's Bluetooth enabled, which kind of concerns me a little bit. I mean, anything can be hacked, right? I mean, we heard Binance. You guys heard Binance is like the most secure exchange out there. What? So, this hasn't shipped yet. Okay, well, thank you. So these are the pre. I thought it shipped in March. I thought they said March, beginning of April. Weird. So it hasn't shipped yet. All right. Well, there you go. That's why I rely on you very heavily to keep it honest in here. Looks nice though. I gotta tell you, it looks beautiful. I think this. What is this retail? 129? Is that what it is? One something? US dollars? Yeah. So here we go. US. So the Nano X architecture and security impact slightly different from the Nano S. There are two chips: new secure element, which is state of the art, and a dual core MCU with its wireless support. So sounds like it might have a little bit of an extra layer. Also takes care of security, including storing private keys and the seed, plus implementing cryptographic operations that manage cryptocurrencies. So Bluetooth, that seems weird, right? Bluetooth, I mean, is that hackable in some way? All right, Matt, thanks for that. So they delay with hardware issues. Yeah, manufacturing delay. Uh-oh. Hopefully it wasn't with anything that's gonna, maybe it was just the manufacturing of that. I don't know. But it says it's designed to stop the man-in-the-middle attacks, which are common on Bluetooth. But I don't know if that's necessarily the case or not. But I like the mobility of it. It's pretty cool. Anyway, it's a pretty good in-depth article. It's on Blocknami. I probably will link some of these articles a little bit later, but it's pretty interesting. So what do you get in the box? Well, you get a hardware wallet, USB cable, your little leaflet, your 3 recovery sheets, and a keychain strap. Pretty much everything you got with the other one. Just a better looking device, a much clearer display that it has on it, and it's Bluetooth. So you basically can, operate it from your phone, which comes with the mobile part, rather than sitting down at your computer every time you want to move your XRP or your altcoins or your BTC or whatever it may be, whatever you want to throw on there. So a veteran owns says he saw a letter today saying they will start shipping on the 15th. All right, cool, man. Thank you for that. So on the 15th, all right, maybe I'll rephrase the question then. Is anybody waiting for one? Has somebody ordered one? Did you order one? Are you waiting for it to ship out? Just curious, because you seem to be up on the delays. I mean, I wasn't ordering one, so I wasn't really too sure on that. Too easy to execute a middleman attack to steal crypto over wireless. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I mean, it almost seems like the only way you can really know for sure is to not have anything connected to an internet, period. Whether it's anything, but no matter what you do, no matter what hurdle you put up, no matter what fence someone goes underneath, you put a wall, they drill through it. There's always going to be somebody who's smarter than the average bear, right? They're smart. They're like, hey, I see it as a challenge, right? They'll see it as a challenge and they'll go out there and they'll go for it. So basically got the instructions to set it up. It's a very thorough sort of review, and it has something that I like a lot, which are photos. When I see a lot of text, I get a little bit turned off. But I like to look at photos, and I know this comes in there because, we have Nano, S's, and we have the same thing, but I just like seeing a lot of photos, right? Here it is right here. So look at this. Welcome to Nano X. Press the right button. Look at how clean and clear that display is. A little bit improved there. So they basically tell you, they pair it up here. Here's your phone. Choose your PIN code because you're using Bluetooth there. Here are the text specs, and then I see, there's no more photos. I think I might want to stop right now. Looks like a lot of reading. And then I don't know what this is, some other thing. Oh, they're free cryptocurrency books. There you go. That's what it is right there. Yeah, so what do we have in here? My Nano S does all I need it to. Yeah, Matt, I'm kind of in the same camp as you. Like, just because it's newer, is it better? And do we really want Bluetooth? I'm not saying it's a bad thing necessarily. I knew RTB Dutchy out there. He used a different wallet, which I've checked out, which I think escapes me now. He's not in the stream. If he was, I would ask him to put it in there. Maybe Danny, when you know what it is. I know he's talked about it often. But he loves this wallet more than almost anything. And yeah, you're right. A lot of us bought it $100. I think it's like $59 now, right, Anthony? Anthony Jackson? Yeah. I'm gonna call you Ajax. Ajax. Anthony Jackson. Ajax. Or AJ. AJ's common. I like Ajax better. Do you like that nickname? I don't know. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, keep your mouth shut. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Ajax. It's like A-Rob, but it's Ajax. Anywho, what do we got here? We got 15 minutes left, guys, in the stream. 15 minutes. Bob Moneybags, I love you, man. Please like and subscribe. Thank you, sir. I got to tell you, Bob Man, what a deep place in my heart I have for you. You know, I got to tell you, I just started out. I did a couple videos. Bob reaches out to me. He's like, Chip, I'd like to have you on a stream. And I was just like, dude, a lot of love, man. Seriously? He's like, so Bob and I got on a stream together. We had a good time. We had a good laugh, you know. And so I always that means a lot, man. I was just kind of starting out. I had like 3 subs, you know, and I think they were all family. I don't know, something like that. But it was I really appreciate it though. If you want lots of memory and a hardware wallet, then you may well buy a pin entry USB drive like a secure key. That's what Electro Highway says. Yeah, well said. Call me whatever you want, XRP Minute. Some people even call me a rat bag. I don't know who that is, but I think the initials are AG, and that's not Attorney General, although that's what's most known for. So we got a few more minutes. I love John McAfee. Okay, guys. I mean, John McAfee offers to resolve the Binance hack incident. Will he win with his cybersecurity skills? At the center of the whole Binance hack debate, there's John McAfee, who lent his helping hand to the founder and CEO of Binance, CZ, offered his 51 years of cybersecurity experience to attempt the 7,000 BTC hack at Binance Exchange, and CZ's response accepted his offer. For now, no details have been revealed. So, love or hate John McAfee, the guy's a legend. I love him, man. He's always, what I like about him is he doesn't care what people think of him. I mean, there's a lot of controversy around the guy, but he doesn't care. He just says what he wants to say. Right, there you go. Boom. Hey, I'd love to pick your brain about it. You DM me in range of time. Boom. DM received. I await your call. So it's kind of cool. And one of the things that I liked, well, first of all, CZ was very transparent. Jumped right out there, didn't ask me anything, got the questions answered, admitted it. Hey, we're not having a great day. This is what happened. That's what I like. I mean, I think if anything we expect from an exchange is transparency. When you get transparency and you get honesty, hey, we screwed up. Hey, we had to shut everything down for a week because we have to figure it out. And oh yeah, by the way, the API keys are going to get shut down too because we're just doing a deep dive on security. So I have to say that I really, really am impressed with that. But I also saw the entire world and community kind of jump in and really help out. And when Notre Dame burned down, I saw CZ was one of the first ones out there to say, hey, we'll donate money to see if we can get this bad boy rebuilt. Apple jumped in. A lot of people jumped in there to try to make it happen. McAfee says, hackers are the dark wizards of our age. Now's the time for my cybersecurity peers to prove they are wizards of the people. I challenge my one-time awesome and fearful competitor, Kaspersky, to join me in offering support to CZ Binance. So, when you see stuff like this, I love this because you have some sort of tragedy, you have something that didn't go so right, and then you have people rallying. And when you see someone like John McAfee, basically, one time his competitor Kaspersky and really sort of going to him and saying, hey, we really let's jump in here together and let's make something happen. So I love to see that. It's a pretty cool article. I just yeah, that's Eugene Kaspersky, founder of Kaspersky Labs, headquartered in Moscow. And they're also cybersecurity. So basically what he's saying is, hey, step up. Let's all step up. Let's get this thing solved for the community. Not asking for anything but help. Very, very cool. Annalise George, AG. Yeah, that's right. I see a haha in there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So BTC just ran past 6,300. Oh, on Binance. Oh, wow. Hello. 6,300 hungies? Whoa. Yeah, I want to party with McAfee after the moon. I think we all do. I think McAfee will throw the biggest party in the world. And whoever throws the party, all you have to do is take care of his travel and get him there. Get a couple people there, some celebs from the crypto communities. Get him out there. I know one person we're not going to invite there. I think we can all think of his name. I think Craig Wright probably won't get the invite. But who knows? Maybe we bring him along, Every good party needs a dunking booth. When somebody sits above the water and you have to throw the baseballs, you have to hit the big old, the target and then drops them in. So we need someone to sit in the dunk booth at this giant moon party. Someone's got to sit there. Someone's got to sit there and be the rat bag. Take one for the team, take it for the community, right? Craig Wrong. Yeah, okay, right on. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, guys, we got about 11 minutes here. We're going to wrap it up. This is just something I saw pretty cool. The last duel took place in France in 1967. It was caught on film. Pretty cool, this little bad boy here. But if you look at this thing, if you look at the dual, like 1967, I'm not sure they got the year right. This looks like it was done like in the 30s, but here we go. There's the swords, and then here we go. Here's the duel, and then oh no, someone gets it. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing, but anyway, when I see stuff like that, I instantly think, cool, cool duels. Who comes across that? Not very often. So here's something of, I'm a big Apple fan, Apple head, whatever. So I always like Apple products, but here's a really rare original iPod factory sealed in its original box, never been opened, hits eBay for, small price tag of $19,995. Then I started thinking, if they get that, can you imagine how many Zerps that would buy? And I have mine. Mine still works, by the way. My original one. I have this one. It still works. I don't have the box. I mean, what if I put it in the box and say it still works? What'd you do? Would you throw me a 5 spot? How much XRP can I buy for 5K? I don't even know. Well, maybe that has the original earbuds, but those weren't that great. They always felt weird in your ears. They hurt, so I don't think that was a good thing. But yeah, I don't know if they're gonna get it or not. I mean, there it is, the 2001 keynote with Steve Jobs introducing it. God, that looks so old right now, doesn't it? Look at this. Look at it looks like a high school auditorium. They just did a production of, some musical. They left the stools there. I mean, look at this. Just looks ridiculous. Look at the screen. Look at the giant screen. It just looks so dated at this point. Holy cow. Yeah, that's insanity. Let's see what else we have. So here's another cool thing. Sometimes I like looking through old footage and stuff, but this is a trip across the Brooklyn Bridge from 1899. And that was the very same year that my great grandfather was born. Great grandfather, great grandfather, great grandfather was born. Came over to the States from Italy in the year right around, I think it was 11 or 12, came around 1900, passed through Ellis Island. But you're thinking, that's a long time ago, man. Seriously, that's a long time ago. But there you go. There's the footage. It's not exciting. Kind of looks like a little, hope it could kind of give you a little bit of something going on there. But there it is, the Brooklyn Bridge, man. Still standing, still looks pretty much the same. Going down the tracks. Like that from 1899, right? Crazy, crazy, insane. What do we got? What's Miyagi talking about here? Just the thought of an idea right now. You should put your QR code on the screen. Hey man, that's a good one. You know what? I didn't even think about that, Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi, that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why you're here, man. Think about stuff that I'm missing. That's why you guys are all here. Think of stuff. All right, guys, maybe I will put that on there. You are smart, man. You're smart, and I keep urging you. I want the community to get behind it because Miyagi ought to be doing a podcast. You ought to be doing a podcast, man. You really ought to be. I know I talk about this in the streams, but you ought to be doing it. What's Electro Highway saying? McAfee believes in $1 million Bitcoin by the end of next year. Not sure what he's smoking. Yeah, I'm not sure either, but you know what? If it happens, all of a sudden, like, McAfee's a genius, and what happens if it gets to 250? What if it gets to 100,000? And then everyone, no, did we think 20,000 was happening? All right, check this out. So guys, really important news here. Rain, Auburn Rain, if you guys are not, let me go ahead. If you guys are not following him, go ahead. You guys can, those little 3 dots next to his name, you go over to his channel, sub him. But he's doing his first stream, well, second official stream on Friday night at 10. He does the 10 o'clock slot, first Coil supported live stream. So guys, I hope you sign up for Coil. I'll be coiling it and sending them some good vibrations in the form of micro payments. So let's get that out there. So yeah, man, congrats on that. Rain, you got that all set up. That's awesome. Yeah, BTC sucking capital out of the alts big time. Don't worry about it, man. We're at the very beginning stages. I would not even worry about that, Matt. And you know what? One of the things we have seen, we're always like, well, when are we going to see some parity? When are we going to see some separation between BTC and XRP? I think we've seen it because our favorite stablecoin is here, and then you got BTC rising, right? So we are kind of seeing that as we speak. Yeah, I know you're not worried, man, but I'm like, yeah, it is. For right now, it is. And so Joseph Stiglitz said we should shut down the cryptocurrencies. Let's look at this together, shall we? He's a sad. Look how sad he is. He's not happy. He's not happy. He should be happy. He's not. He's a Nobel Prize winning economist. He says cryptocurrencies should be shut down. He worries that they enable illicit activity by making money transactions less transparent. Well, hey, welcome to Bitcoin 2009, right? That's pretty much, we've haven't we moved past this already? Did he not get the memo? Do we not see transparency? Can you not see what's going on from wallets and what's happening? So is he confusing everything? I mean, I don't know what's going on here. He says he sees value in digital payment systems and supports electronic use of government-backed securities like the dollar. Again, missed the memo on that. That's the whole point, man. We're trying to get away from the central banking system. We're trying to get away from the Fed. They're crushing society, right? When you don't control your own sovereignty as a country and you don't control your own currency, what do you really have? Think about it. So I think he's missing that bit of it. It's okay. We've all been wrong. I mean, I was the biggest denier of when BTC first came out. I was like, this is a scam. It's a joke. I was one of the doubters, so I understand the doubt. And maybe he's not involved in it or hasn't done any research on it. Says he's been a great advocate of moving to electronic payments mechanism, lots of efficiencies. I think we can actually have a better regulated economy if we all had the data in real time, knowing what people are spending. Well, I think we almost have it in real time, Mr. Stiglitz. I think we almost have it. It's called XRP. Psst. XRP. So anyway, he gets into it a little bit here. There's a video here. We're not going to watch it. I wish they would have picked a picture of him smiling, but I don't think there is a picture of him smiling. So yeah. Yeah, we got to get Rain up to a 1K as well. We're all on a mission, right? So streamers, we're on a mission. Anthony Luz, hey man, thanks. Just watched the video about the Crypto Cafe in West Palm Beach. Great video. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Hey, Bob Moneybags, contributing via Coil right now, Chip, but I recommend you put a TipBot QR code on your screen, just a suggestion. Nice, man. Bob Moneybags, yeah, all right. I got 2 suggestions, guys. I may just do that. Miyagi was the first one. I listen to you guys, and if you say I should do it, I'm gonna do it. I'll put it up there. That sounds like a plan. Miyagi, there's only one man I choose to take criticism from, and that's Charlie Munger. All right. All right. I love that little cat, man. It's like a little Cheshire cat with all those teeth. BZ Comedy says, doesn't it feel a little weird to knock a guy who won a Nobel? Well, I don't know, man. I know lots of people that won a Nobel Prize. Hey, I mean, it's a judge contest. I mean, sometimes some people really deserved it, and some people are like, I don't know. I don't know if he deserved it. But yeah, I'm sure what he got the Nobel Prize for was for the right reason, right? It does seem a little bit weird. Who am I? I'm just some dude. I'm some guy broadcasting from my home office, right? And I'm telling this guy, you're right. So you bring up a good point. But anyway, I think that sometimes we can all be wrong no matter how great we are, no matter what we've accomplished in life. Sometimes we can always take another look or certainly be open to it. Sounds like there might be a little glimpse of hope. I didn't exactly watch the video there, so I don't know if there's a little glimmer of hope. I'm guessing there might be, but just don't know. I just don't know. Don't know. So I think we're gonna let a glass of water. Why? Because you're just talking nonstop for an hour, nonstop for the hour. What's the guy babbling about? Cash is king when it comes to illicit activities. Shaking my head. You're right. I mean, there have been more. Think about since the dawn of time. When gold was the currency, right? When silver was the currency, bronze, right? There have been more illicit drugs and trafficking. I mean, far greater than anything we've seen in the cryptocurrency world. So you really bring up a great point, Electra. A very good point there. Bob Moneybags, I know when people have won a Nobel Prize after sending in more military troops to a country, just saying, who would that be? Yeah, that's kind of a weird, yeah, sometimes that happens too. Sometimes you jump the gun a little bit, like you jump the gun and it's hard to retract it after the fact. Ajax says, not sure if you thought about it, but you can have a TipBot QR code. Why not post it? That's interesting. Yeah, okay, everyone's kind of chiming in with it. I love it. What happened to my bro? Did my bro leave? Did my little brother leave the stream? He chimed in, was in there, boom, bada boom, bada boom, first one, and then he's gone. Gone forever, unless he's in the background. Yeah, so we got three. I mean, if Simi.G says I got to use it, then I got to do it, man. If Simi.G's in, then I'm in. You guys all in agreement? We're in together. Arafat, head of terrorist organization, won a Nobel. Oh, there we go. See, we're starting to poke holes in the. We're starting to poke holes. Arafat won a Nobel Peace Prize. Man, where? I guess I wasn't up on that. What is that all about? Holy. Well, that's what you can rely on Jeff from Holder Report because Jeff knows his stuff, man. That's awesome, man. There's probably a whole bunch of other ones that won Nobels, and they have them for a lot of different things, for economics and for they have a peace prize. They have a lot of just to give out the awards. I think you get a cash award like $250,000. I don't know who contributes to it, but somebody's funding the Nobel Peace Prize and this and that, and the one for he's an economist. But then there's been other economists that have been wrong too, and they're also renowned. So we know that that happens. What time are we looking at? Yeah, we're coming right up on the 11 o'clock spot. We timed out the news tonight perfect. So I'm gonna work on, getting that QR code up there. And guys, thanks a lot. I really appreciate you showing up once again. It's so much fun when we hang out together. When we do this, it's time for the group hug. Look at this shirt right here. I made the mistake of wearing this out one time. It says "Steal Like an Artist," and I actually went to an art fair. Didn't realize I threw that T-shirt on, so I was getting like the evil eye throughout the thing. I was like this. They kept looking at me weird, and I was like looking at one of these fairs where you go down like they close off a street. You're looking, you're doing the whole thing, and kept giving me the. I was like, ooh, wrong shirt to wear to an art fair. Steal like an artist. But this one refers to more like steal as in borrow. There's a famous quote that goes, Picasso, he said, some artists borrow some, what does he say? I'm gonna get it wrong. I don't know, but it's more along the lines of that. Okay, good artists borrow, great artists steal. So when it says steal like an artist, talking more of the lines of that thought pattern, not steal. I mean, artists don't necessarily steal, but it's more like the thought process. Yeah, it looks like something Banksy would wear. Yeah, and you know what? It escapes me right now. I get the guy's newsletter that does this. Cleon. What is his name? His last name is Cleon. Kleon. His first name escapes me at the moment, but Austin Kleon. He's awesome. Check him out. But he wrote a book called Steal Like an Artist. You can read it in about 11 minutes. And yeah, this is one of his shirts. I loved it. But go follow him on Twitter. He's awesome. He's really cool. So we're going to wind up here. Need to start an XRP prize giveaway to our top content providers. I like where Matt's going. Matt, where are you going on this, Matt? Where are you going? What did I miss Matt saying here? Matt, XRP. Oh, yeah, XRP's prize, 250,000 drops. There you go. Thank you. You the manship. Oh, I love that, Annalise. I always like to say Annalise. I hope I'm saying that right. Annalise. Yeah, Matt, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Look. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You come in the stream. Everything's happening on the chat, man. That's where it's happening. I try to get to the good comments, all the comments. Can't hit them all, but I try to pick it out. And if I didn't get your comment, just come back. We'll figure it out next time. Let's see, what else are we saying here? Too much strife going on in the XRP community. Too many clicks, I think. Yeah, I mean, some of that's happening, but I also think that there's a lot that is going right. I do think we kind of band together. Yeah, it's not perfect. We're not a perfect. It's like a family, It's always that weird uncle or weird aunt, they don't do everything right, and there's always infighting. We're a family, man, and that's going to happen with families. Yeah, we use things as inspiration, not steal. Yeah, that's really, really what it. Well said, Danny. That's better than I could have said it. Right there, you go. I like how your channel seeks out new tech insights. Thank you, BZ. I try to do like the newer tech stuff because by the time this show comes on, you guys have heard the good news, and there's so many great people out there that do the news. So I like, I'm a tech guy. I like showing some of the tech. So thanks. I hope that resonates with you. But I also try to get into crypto, more of the broader blockchain stuff. So I hope that's cool. You guys can always hit me up on Twitter, throw me ideas, DM me on Twitter. You got an idea or you see a cool article. Yeah, man, if I put it on here, I'll definitely give you a shout out. I love to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, add that as a section to the website. Man, you guys are coming with the ideas. Should this be an idea-thon? Should we be writing this stuff down? Do I have to go through the stream later, man, and just start writing everything down, copy and paste? Bullet point it out. I got some good stuff going on here. I love it, man. XRP Carolina. Told her that too, Electra. Wish her the best. The future endeavors. Don't pay attention to what other people say. Right on. Yeah, right on. Good point. be yourself, you know, kind of roll along, defend each other, you know, kind of like look out after each other, make sure that we're all doing the right thing. Don't change the channel. It's awesome. All right, man. Hey, Jack. And hey, man, I coined a new name for you, Ajax. I don't know if you don't like it, but I'll call you AJ, Anthony Jackson, you know, Jackson, whatever. I'll call you a bunch of different things as long as you don't take offense to it, because I wouldn't want to do that, man. You're too awesome for that. And XRP Angel Connie, always so polite. Thank you for coming on in. Simi.G, who's taking notes? Good news is I think we're gonna go in there. I think we're gonna have to go through here and really kind of parse some of this stuff. There's some good stuff happening here tonight. When you know synergy in the community, which is what I love. There's a lot. Ajax, there you go. Ajax, there you go. I didn't think about spelling it that way, but you're right, Ajax. Wait a minute, Ajax, isn't that a cleanser? I'm gonna have to rethink that. But anyway, hey, Rain, thank you for coming, guys. I want to say so tomorrow night in the same time slot, we have Jeff from the Holder Report. He's going to be here at 10 o'clock, same slot, right after DNI. Guys, want you to be there. If you're not following him, go out there. Hodl Report, HODL Report. It's going to be awesome. And then Friday night, Rain is doing his second broadcast in that time slot. He's going to be running Coil. Jeff, I think you're already running Coil on your broadcast. So I wanted to say good night to everybody. Dan Ski, thank you for stopping by. BZ, thank you, man. Good night. Good night. And Paul Heffron, the crypto cafe guy, didn't know anything about crypto. Well, that's all right, man. You know, I mean, I kind of felt like he did. He was like talking points. He read the 3 talking points and he was out. But you know what? He was a good sport, man. And that's one of the things that I liked about it. And I couldn't really open up a can on him because, you know, because he was being a good guy and he let me film it and he didn't get contentious or anything. You know, it was all good, man. Yeah, dude, tomorrow's Friday. Dude, tomorrow's Friday. Am I on Thursday night? What is going on? This is why I have you guys in the stream to keep me real. Why did I think it was Wednesday night? That's not even my slot anyway. I am sorry. Tomorrow night, forget about all that stuff I said. Tomorrow night, Rain here will be right in this spot. Rain will be here at 10 o'clock. 23 hours from now, Rain will be running Coil. Hopefully you guys would have enacted your Coil account. It's $5, man, $5, and you can do micro donations. But Rain will be in the slot. Thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate it. Man, what am I thinking? Guys, I just wanted to say one more time, have yourselves a great weekend. Go out there and be kind. Let's show the community what it means to have unity. Community, unity, XRP. You know, there are no such thing as crap coins. There's better projects. There's okay projects. Some will make it, some will not make it. Bottom line is that choice is good for all. We know we've got our choice. It's XRP. So I will say this in closing. That's my take. What's yours? Chip